Y'all want to go on an adventure with me? We're going thrifting! Hi YouTube! Hi everybody! Hi everybody! It's Letitia from Look Under Here. Hi everybody in New York! Hi everybody! Hi everybody! This is going all over the internet. And guess what I found? Disco pants! 1, 2, they fit! Now officially moved into my New York apartment. I moved back to Toronto. Always go thrifting with our buddies. So my 10th year anniversary on YouTube came and went. I would love for you to look back on this time with me, and then also we'll go through all of my favorite thrifted items in the past 10 years. I started this channel April 2010. I had just gotten into fashion school. I should have known because as a kid, I was the kid that my dad would carry the camera and I would carry the video camera. I started thrifting in high school and I did a couple of thrift hauls. As a broke student and not being able to buy fabric, I was doing thrift flips. I was making bandeau tops out of pillowcases, the Galaxy bandeau top. I think the biggest lesson learned through thrifting, which I still haven't really learned, like the leather pants that I thrifted, they're so fucking tight on me. Buying things that don't fit, especially shoes. I used to wear so many heels in these videos. I'm genetically prone to bunions. I'm not about to make it worse. Up until 3 years ago, I was doing this while going through school full-time and working full-time, so there was never a point where I was doing YouTube full-time. Until 2016. There were quite a lot of struggles. There were a few years where every time I uploaded a video, I was losing subscribers and it was very discouraging. I was watching all of my friends that started YouTube with me surpass me exponentially, and it was hard to watch them grow. But then looking back now, I realize, you know, my content was all over the place. It still is all over the place. I am just that kind of person. Then after graduating, I got the job opportunity to work in New York, and against my better judgment, I went. It's a recurring dream of mine that I'm still living in New York, and I wake up like New York didn't last very long, and I took you all with me. It was like I wanted to share my experience because this is a fashion student in Canada that graduated and got to move to the big city. Turns out it's not the career that I wanted, and I don't really consider YouTube really being part of the fashion industry, but thrifting still went with me from beginning to end. One of my early pieces that I thrifted when I was younger was this Ysl skirt. It's just a simple casual cotton skirt. I think this is the everyday Ysl line, but it's another thing that I've learned is not to thrift something just because of the brand. There have been plenty of incidences where I thrifted something because it's from Aritzia or other mid-level brands, and I know that it's worth something, but it's not necessarily my style. Lesson learned, it's just gonna sit in your closet. And then another recent designer find was my Max Mara Camel Coat. Got that for 40 bucks, and then I remember somebody commented on the video that it's current season. They sent me the link and it retails for $4,000. That's the kind of high that you end up chasing every time you thrift. I had another camel coat that I thrifted a long time ago that I wore for many years. The sleeves are really short. That one is more of a fitted A-line, and then this Max Mara one is more of an oversized cocoon fit. I did find a great silk blouse that I wear all the time. It's not white, it's off-white, which makes it all the easier to style. That's the thing about thrifting, is that that's when you find like beautiful silk pieces for cheap. And this is another example, this silk blouse in the loveliest green. Style of it is a little strange because it's a double-breasted button-down blouse, but then I just reverse the button and then I tie it up, and this is a great summer piece. These two dresses, I brought these to Spain and these were so comfortable. The ruffle hem at the bottom, I couldn't resist, and it's become my favorite slip dress. It's just that magical slip dress where it's that perfect not too loose, not too tight. And same goes for this, in the perfect pastel lime green. And the length of this, I'm still in the process of hemming. I really quickly hemmed it in the car on the way to Spain, but I still need to properly hem it because it has a lining in it. It's a maxi dress right now, but you just shorten it a little and it's just right. If I find good silks and wools, I will pick it up, but if I find good leather, I die. So when you find something like an all leather pair of pants, I just thought of the perfect thing to go with this outfit. Don't ask why I have. Actually, you know what? Kinky is good. A full leather trench coat that fits you in the shoulders, that doesn't have shoulder pads. And then finding that leather moto jacket was also insane. It dyed so perfectly. To have these little pieces of history that are in such good condition that I can continue to preserve is, I mean, I wish I could pass it down to somebody, but I haven't had too much luck in accessories. I think also because I don't really look for accessories when I go thrifting. I tend to forget about them. This wide brim hat is a fancy and easy head topper. Same as this newsboy cap. Like 2 years ago, this was so popular. I went to the thrift store once and instantly found it. I think this was a piece of uniform. Where I have struck gold are these Vans. They were untouched soles. The laces were ribbon and they're white leather high top Vans versus the white canvas. So I think these were my favorite shoe find. I didn't even mention what I was wearing. I can't put this on fully right now. It's so hot. When you find a two-piece in a unique color, this was a great find. Thrifting and DIYing will always be a part of me, but as I started meeting more people, I started realizing that the friendships that I had, it's a little unique, and unique is one way to put it. I started Girl Wa on my own, and it turned into this beautiful little passion project that is very hard to upkeep, and it started shaping what I want to do in the future. I don't know if I'm going to be doing YouTube forever. Obviously, these things are so volatile, and I realize I am super passionate about sex. I'm super passionate about female pleasure and female wellness. Steph and I have a lot of financial things to think about in the near future in terms of trying to find a house. So I am considering going back to school. I would like to go back to school for sexuality studies. Not for an undergrad. I don't know if I could survive 4 years. But I would like to speak more on this topic, but be more educated. This is what 10 years has given me. It's gone from starting school and then very quickly faced with the reality in the 4 years, being completely jaded by the industry and exiting. And now doing the same thing that I did before, where I'm doing a million different things at once because that's just the person that I am, and it may not bring me huge success on this channel because I'm not, everybody tells you have to niche yourself. I did my best, but I just don't think it's me. I have to absolutely credit my family for being able to put me through school, for me not having to worry about finances. If I had parents to take care of, I wouldn't have been able to just quit my job like this and chase my passion. And then having a long-term partner where I had a safety net and I didn't have to worry about being in a single income household. Lots of people ask how you can make YouTube a full-time job, and honestly, I had the privilege. I had all my cards lined up. I had lots of plan Bs set out for me, and should all this fail, I had the backup and enough job experience for now to be able to go back to work if I really needed to. So without all the people around me, I wouldn't have made it to the 10 years. So to you viewers who push me to be better and who support me, thank you so much. And then to all my friends and family, thank you so much. Happy 10 years! Thank you for watching, and thank you for stopping by if you just stopped by, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!